Hi everyone, it's me, Whimsy. It's about 5:21 in the morning when I'm recording this in beautiful downtown Portland, Oregon. And tonight I guess it's this morning, I want to talk a little bit about what we can do to make the world a better place and lift us up from some of this dark energy that we've been experiencing over the last couple of years. I had a very nice sleep. I woke up around 3:30 in the morning. This is my first wake, and then I'll go back to sleep. I'll do my second sleep, and then I'll wake up again. But the focus that I wanted to share with people is the importance of self-care. And it's easy to think that we have to save the world. You know, when we see all the horrible things that are going on in the world, we think, I have to save the world. I have to do my part to save the world. How do we do that? How do we save the world? We save the world by saving ourselves. We start the process by saving ourselves. And that starts with our own healing. That can begin with a very simple prayer, depending upon what your tradition is, whether it's the Lord's Prayer or the Shema or Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Namah Shivaya, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Whatever your prayer or your mantra is, if we're really concerned about what's going on in the world, we have to begin with ourselves and going inward and checking in on ourselves, both on a physical level and on a spiritual level. Just check in on yourself, check in on your body, and do your prayers and go inward. Not outward, go inward. Check on your mind, check on your heart, check on your digestion. Check yourself. Give yourself an internal checkup. Try to do this at least once a day. Give yourself an internal checkup. Do the rosary or whatever, the Lord's Prayer or the Shema, like I said, or Om Namah Shivaya. This idea, it doesn't matter. The point is use your tradition, whatever that tradition is, to go in and work on your own healing at this time. If the plane is crashing, put on an oxygen mask. The best thing that we can do right now is take care of ourselves. The best thing that we can do right now is elevate the global consciousness by being an example of that. Are you eating properly? Are you de-stressing? How is your sleep? How is your level of physical activity? Because we're all connected. And when you take care of yourself, and when you are in a good place emotionally and spiritually, it has far-reaching implications to the rest of the world. I went through a very dark period for quite a few years, and I've battled demons just like the rest of us. because, like the rest of us, I'm an imperfect human being. And I'm very grateful to the people who watch this channel that have been with me through these dark days. Um, and I've had many throughout the development of this channel, which is now over 50,000 subscribers. I'm very, very appreciative of that. And so if there was anything that I could share with all of you at this time, it would be the importance of having a simple prayer or a simple mantra that you can say as you go inward and reflect on your own self-care. Are you okay? Are you able to disconnect from the outside voices and go in and check on yourself? Are you stretching? How's your mobility? How's your diet? How are your day-to-day actions and those day-to-day choices taking you where you want to go in life? As I meditated on these concepts, I was thinking about war and all of the reasons why people go to war, and how often in war innocent people are killed, which is why war is so horrible. Even when people feel that a war is righteous, World War II, many innocent people died, right? We may be moving towards a new way of doing war in the future as human beings become more conscious and more aware. So that now the focus will be on dismantling dangerous people rather than killing everybody in the process, anybody that's around a dangerous person. Now the focus is going to be on how do we dismantle the weapons of our enemies and contain violent people so they don't hurt anybody without necessarily, we don't have to do war the way we used to. The focus of war in the future will be how to contain, disarm, dismantle, and hold violent people rather than killing people. That's the new direction of war in the future. We don't want to hurt people, but we want to stop them from hurting others. Right now in Gaza, when I meditate on Gaza and Israel, and I should say that I am an Israeli citizen, the longer the war goes on, the more disease becomes rampant in Gaza. And soldiers are taking those diseases back to Israel. So the sickness of Gaza is becoming a public health crisis in Israel because we are not separated from our enemy. Everything is connected. So when we take care of ourselves, it sends a message to the rest of the world. When we heal ourselves and when we respect ourselves, we send a message to the rest of the world that life has value. So we take care of ourselves, we nurture ourselves, and then we also pray for others. This is why I had said when I had worked on contributing to the trying to create peace between Israel and Gaza, I had written a peace proposal. And when I had, excuse me, looked at how to create safety for both Israel and Gaza, we talked about getting to cease fire as fast as possible So that because the longer the war goes on, the more disease, and the disease will spread from Gaza outward. The more death, the more disease, and the more people affected. Sometimes when we are in the middle of a war, sometimes when we are busy defending ourselves, trying not to get killed, etc., we can't see the bigger picture. We only see what we're trying to do or what we're trying to achieve or how we're trying to stay safe. But the safest thing for Israel is a ceasefire and to lure or to encourage Hamas to seek a new haven somewhere else. Algeria, Tunisia, somewhere else, right? So we talked about phase one ceasefire, phase two exchange of hostages, and safe passage for Hamas that are willing to leave. And then three would be the rebuild. And the longer we delay from this, the more disease and the more Israelis, not just Gazans, will die, and the more sickness and death will spread. So, how can we help the world at this time? What is the simplest thing that we can do at this time? The simplest thing, excuse me, that we can do at this time is to pray and to meditate on our own self-care and internally reflect on how we can take care of ourselves. And whenever possible, pray for the healing of others. Pray that others receive this message and that they too take care of themselves and that they too pray for others to take care of themselves. This is how we heal the world. First, pray for your own healing and go inward and reflect on empathy and compassion for yourself. How you can heal yourself. What do you need to do to be healed? How do you need to eat? How do you need to talk? Who do you need to associate with? What do you need to avoid? How do you heal yourself? A simple prayer you can do. Choose a simple mantra and go inward and reflect on how you can heal yourself. And once you've completed that, you can begin praying for those you love and care about. That they also heal themselves. That they also become self-aware. That they also take care of themselves. And when they're done with that, pray for those they love and care about. And if you have any energy left, you can pray for those you may have conflict with or strife with. And then we begin the work of self-care, of slowly taking the steps necessary to take care of ourselves, to take care of our diets, to make sure we have a walk every day, to make sure we meditate and drink clean water. We start with the basics, and then we help others when we can. And if we do this, we will accomplish much to help the world. To save one life is to save the world entire. Therefore, begin with yourself. We begin with ourselves. We begin with our own self-care, our own self-reflection. Where are your thoughts going right now? do you perceive of yourself in a positive way? I mean, do you believe in your vision for your future? Are you trapped in the past? A feeling of having been victimized by the past? Or do you see yourself as a free agent in this moment, able at this moment to make the choices that are necessary to begin where you're at right now and heal your life? I think if we do that, then we don't have to be afraid of the future, of this world, or who the next president is going to be, or anything else. All right, I want to thank you for listening to this brief remote view from downtown Portland. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Think about memberships. If you're trying to get in for a reading, you can find all the information below. Be kind to all, so that all will be kind to you too. God bless. Peace out. We'll see you next time.